Hello everyone, Serge here with Expert Marine Electronics. I'm here at the Fred Hall Fishing Show at the Simrad booth. I've sold a lot of their packages and I'm really happy with their products, and they are now releasing the EVO3 version of their multifunction display. So here we have the EVO2 on top, EVO3 for a side-by-side comparison. The main difference is the functionality of the buttons. They added extra buttons so you can control more features on the version 3 as opposed to the version 2. Also, it has a faster processor. It's a dual core processor instead of a single core processor, which obviously makes the unit faster. But not only that, it has a couple important key features that it lets us do. Before, we were handicapped with the transducers that we had to choose from that would plug in straight to the units. We were limited on a single frequency chirp transducer for the fish finders. If we wanted to do full functionality with structure scan as well as the chirp sonar, the units did not have enough processing power with the processor before, so we were only limited to a single frequency chirp transducer with a built-in fish finder. In that scenario, we had no choice but to utilize the external sounder module, which is the BSM3. If we wanted full functionality, we would put the main transducer to the BSM3, and then the structure scan would utilize the processors that fits into the EVO2s. So now, with the upgraded processor, if we wanted to use the Big Daddy transducer, the B275 low, high, wide, since the unit has two different transducer plugs on the back, we could dedicate one frequency range to one plug and a second frequency range to the second plug. In that scenario, the processor would handle both low frequency chirp and high frequency chirp. And if we wanted to add the structure scan functionality, we would just use the external module for the structure scan. And that's by far a lower cost alternative than to spend the money on the BSM3 module. So those are pretty much the main differences between the EVO2 and EVO3. Is a faster processor that lets us have more flexibility with the fish finders and greater control with the buttons, with more buttons on the screen. So we could select the data box, we can go menu, both touch and buttons. Maybe I have to exit out of that. There we go. So that's the sub menu, and then we can go main menu, pick different features. This is conventional. Let's go high chirp. Medium, low. I guess in demo mode you get all three, but in real world you're not going to have all three frequencies because they're not all three built into the transducers. You're either going to be at low and high or medium and low. Structure scan, pretty much the same as before. You can choose between down only, either left or right, or both left and right. Now the important thing to remember is that these frequencies are super high. They are optimized to pick up structure, not fish. So don't expect to scan kelp patties to look for fish with structure scan. It wasn't designed for that application. You will pick up some targets, but it's not going to be detailed because the frequency range is too high to pick up the softer tissue in detail. So remember that when you're choosing to use your structure scan. What else? The rest of the menu looks pretty similar as before. Almost identical layout, so transitioning from the EVO2s to EVO3s is going to be seamless. You really are not going to have to learn anything new. And there you have it. Here's that main difference between the older EVO2 to the one that's just being released, EVO3s. Night night. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Again, Serge from Expert Marine Electronics. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.